Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to Inner Dreams and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. They're saying to use the cedar incense, so I'm going to use that one. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. I heard things are going as planned. Rest assured. Rest your mind. Things are going as planned. Thank you, Spirit. I like that one. I love that one. All right, let's see what's coming through for you, beautiful being. Got displacement, curiosity, and grief. There's something here that resulted in a change, a move. 111 on the timer. It was supposed to happen, but there's disappointment. It may have brought on a sense of grief. Whatever this change was, a move. Perhaps you made it because you were curious. You made a change because you were wondering if there was an option that was better. And after you made the change, you thought to yourself, oh, I messed up. That's like you immediately thought that you made the wrong move, but I'm getting that you didn't. I'm hearing that grief is a projection. Someone wants you to feel like you made the wrong move. Someone wants you to feel insecure about a recent change that you made. It could have been a relocation or a job change, or I'm getting that some of you may have left a career. Because there's like a place that you literally don't go to anymore. Displacement. So you felt like you made the wrong move. For some of you, you made this move because you felt like you really needed to. But you may have doubted if you were ready for this change. Whatever doubt you have about what you did, Divine says rest easy. Rest your mind and trust yourself because you're divinely guided. There's somebody who wants you to believe that you made a mistake, though. There's somebody who wants you to believe that you did something awful. It's like almost like you committed a crime. Like that's what I'm feeling like that's the energy they want you to feel, is that you messed up. But there's something that this person feels that they did, that they really did mess up, but they're projecting that energy onto you. This is a very miserable being, and they want you to feel the same misery that they live with every day because they choose for that to be their resting space. Like that's where they always are, is in a place of misery. When they wake up, they're miserable. Throughout their day, they're miserable. At night, they're tossing and turning, they're miserable. And so what I'm getting is that there's nothing positive that this person could make you feel or could encourage you to feel, because really a person can't make you feel anything unless we allow them, right? But they only encourage people to do miserable things or to feel awful because that's where they're stuck. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Yeah, there's something that you did that's it's like natural. It's in your nature. It's on your path to do it. This is reassurance coming through from Spirit that you did not mess up. You did not mess up. You did what you were supposed to do. And you did what was natural to your soul. It may not have come naturally to your mind because it feels like there was some worry, plus somebody else is sitting there telling you that you messed up, so it may not have felt natural, but according to your soul, it was the natural thing for you to do. And that's really all that matters. I'm hearing there's a whole bunch of naysayers in this scene, this situation. A whole bunch of naysayers. Can I get more on this, Spirit? What else is coming through for this beautiful being about this situation? What do they need to know? Ooh, ooh. The warrior. You're a warrior. This card keeps coming out. You've had to be a warrior throughout this change. So, yeah, you took a risk. This is like full energy where you didn't know what the outcome would be. You just took a leap of faith. But somebody made you think like, oh, you shouldn't do that. I'm getting that they have said some really awful things to you. But what you did, it was like so... It's inherent. And I'm also getting that it was something that was written. You chose to do whatever change it is that you made. For some of you, it's even like you committed to being with someone and maybe you made a move. You relocated in order to be with someone in a commitment. Or it could have been a change within your career. For some of you, you left a career to do something creatively, okay? But you took a big risk. But it was right. I'm hearing that even if one aspect of your plan needs an adjustment, the plan is still good. The plan is still right. Something might just need to be tweaked, but you're still on the right path. I'm also hearing don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So for some of you, there is this vibe of you're on the right track. Everything is really good. There's just one aspect of your plan that needs an adjustment. But you're where you're supposed to be. Oath. Yeah, this is a promise that you made to yourself that you would make this change. That's why it feels so difficult. Like, there's one aspect of it that feels natural, that's on a soul level, but there's this need to be in this warrior energy because people have, or I'm getting that specifically a person, but it could have been numerous people, have combated you on this and thrown obstacles in your way, because that's always what happens when we're doing a big thing that we're supposed to do. I'm getting that for some of you here, you are in a relationship that a parent or a family member does not approve of. I heard fuck them. I cussed, but I don't know why it felt naughty there. I don't know. Maybe that's the energy. It's like they want to make you feel bad for everything that you're doing. That's the energy. They just want to condemn. 9/11 on the timer. Everything that you've done in their eyes, everything that you've done is an emergency, and why did you do this, and it's a tragedy, and it's like, calm down. This person needs to calm down. They need to let you be, and they need to realize that you have taken certain oaths, certain promises that you've made on a soul level that you just need to be allowed to do. And you're going to do them even if they don't allow you to. That's the thing. Now I'm speaking to people who are 18 and over, okay? But it's like, I'm getting that they want to hinder your heart space. They want to put a cage around your heart. They want to put your heart in a cage. And your heart has wings. 10-10 on the timer. Yeah, like that's exactly when I said that of them, it felt like that's the energy. Yeah. Okay, so confidence and rigid. So somebody wants you to be very rigid regarding your confidence. Okay? And they have not congratulated you or supported you on making the choices that will nurture your self-confidence. They've wanted you to stick to a certain plan. And you know what? It's coming through very clearly that everything that this person, for some of you, it feels like a parent or a parent figure. All of the domination, that's what they feel like, is very dominating, very domineering, very controlling. All of that comes from fear. This is a person who is bound by fear. 11-11 on the timer. The only thing that comes through their portal, every portal, for them is fear or fear driven. Can we know more about this, Spirit? Okay, this fell. They wanted you confused and unhappy like them. It's a no. Yeah, that's a big no. That's a hell no. See, because this person has been confused and unhappy. They made choices in their life that they are not happy about and that they regret. But they see that, because on a certain level, this person knows that what you're doing is freeing you. It's good for you. But they have so much ego and fear that they are not willing to tell you, yeah, I messed up, but you're doing great. You know, it's like, as parents, we have to do that. We have to admit when we messed up, and it becomes a teachable moment for our kids. You know, it's like, now this might not be a parent. It could be an aunt, uncle. I heard auntie. Okay, somebody might call somebody auntie. It could be an older sibling, but I'm getting a parental vibe. So this feels like somebody who at least thinks they're your parent. Okay. They're afraid of the truth that you speak. They know that you're right. They know you're right. They're broke. So what I'm also getting is that this person wants to keep you in their zone because they want to access you for wealth. 13-13 on the timer. This person might have an extreme fear of passing on or getting ill. But, and take what resonates. But what's coming through is that this person has made some choices in life that has impacted their health. Their choices have impacted their health in a very negative way. And what's coming through is that there are some things that they've chosen to do for an extended period of time that has deteriorated their health. And so now they're acting as though that's your responsibility, and it really isn't. It really isn't. If they knew that they made these basically attacks on their own health, then they needed to make plans for that. If it was going to be such a concern, I'm hearing grave concern for them, where they weren't trying to stifle a person that they say they love or that they're supposed to love just to take care of them when they damaged their health. Okay. Okay, they're saying that's it from here. Okay, this one. Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know? What does this beautiful being need to know? Third wheel. So this very much, okay, it feels like whatever you are doing, whatever change you've made, whether it's a career or relationship, I really do get that for some of you it's something you're doing for a commitment. This person is acting like a third wheel because they're jealous. It's just like a relationship dynamic where there's a third wheel. They're jealous of what you've got going on, so they're trying to insert themselves into either the relationship or the situation. It could even be that you made a change for a job. They're jealous of the job as if it were your lover. You know what I'm saying? It's like just that vibe of wanting to get in there, get in your celebration, what you should be allowed to be happy about and feel proud of. 1555 on the timer, and they want to tag along and ruin everything. Because ultimately, yes, they do. Spirit says, tell them very clearly, they want to ruin it. 16, we're in minute 16, that's the tower. They want to ruin this for you because they want you with them, they want you close by, and they want you playing it small. Because your success, they allow themselves to feel intimidated and insecure because of your success. I was about to say your success intimidates them. Your success doesn't do anything but help you. They choose to look at you and feel intimidated and insecure, okay? There's nothing about this that should be blamed on you because you're just following your soul's path. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And you know, I'm so grateful that this is coming through in this reading, because whoever this is for, you really need this encouragement to know that you are on the right path and that you are doing such a beautiful thing. And what I'm hearing is that what you're doing is a difficult change to make, but it's so good for you. It's so great. 1717 on the timer. This is star energy. Whatever it is that you're doing, it brings hope and healing. I'm getting in success. I usually associate success with the sun card, but this is like star energy. It's like something really positive, okay? Yeah, there's somebody trying to interfere. And you need support. Now, you might need to support yourself through this and look to your spirits and ancestors to support you through it, because whatever support you may have been looking to get from this person, you're not going to get it from them. We're in minute 18. That's the moon card in the tarot. They're hiding all sorts of intentions. They're hiding all kinds of stuff. And it's so selfish. It's so from a place of insecurity. And it's so unnecessary. But Divine is saying, let's see what Divine is saying as far as what's the recommendation here regarding this person. What is Spirit regarding or recommending regarding? Disregard them. Yeah, because they want to create delays. This is all that this person is going to create if you allow them to. Hangman in reverse. They want you stuck and questioning yourself to the point where you just give up, and you're not going to do that because what you did is meant for you. You're going to keep going with it. This could be a Queen of Wands. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, Divine says cut it. With this Justice card, you got your sword, and you know truth. Your truth is exactly what you're doing. Okay? Live in your divine truth, beautiful being. Don't allow this person to separate you from your true path. There's something here about love and intuition. (1942), that might be significant to someone. There are so many things that are hidden. about this person's intentions, but they see your success. Oh, look at this. They see your potential for success, and they know that this is your destiny. There's a part of them that this person does not have strong intuition, but what they do know is that this is meant for you, but they don't care. They also see that you're courageous. Your courage is a burden to this person. They also see the potential for love, like divine, true love in your life. Or if this is not relationship related, it's your true purpose. It's like the union of your masculine and feminine energies. They see that something in your life is truly in alignment, but it scares them so badly. They wish that they had this Empress energy. They want a throne to sit on, but they never worked for a damn thing. Ooh. Okay, Spirit. Divine is recommending that you go hermit mode regarding this person. Keep your plans to yourself. This person could potentially try to sabotage things for you. There is a need to remain focused on your plans, but whatever you do, keep it to yourself. Don't share it with this person or anybody who will go back and talk to this person. And what Spirit is saying is that that's one thing that, like, it came through that something needs to be adjusted. For a lot of you, that's the biggest adjustment that needs to be made, is your communication with this person, because they would deliberately try to sabotage you. And they might come to you all sweet, or it could be somebody that knows them, somebody that talks to them, that they send to you with this Page of Cups energy, trying to, I heard finagle. Doesn't that mean to like adjust something, or like, I don't know, I don't use that word, but it came through. It might be trying to work on something. How would this being that's trying to sabotage them try to do that? How would they come to this person or approach their intention of sabotage regarding this person's plans, this beautiful being's plans? There's some kind of communication. Okay, anything that they get wind of that's new regarding your plans, they're gonna try to send some energy. This could be spell work, or send some communication that's like, that would redirect your path. Like, they want to know what you're doing, they want to know your plans, and so then they would come in and try to manipulate you through words or through potentially energy to change your direction. Yeah, see, with that Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and they're trying desperately to hide this. I heard tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe. They're trying to go undetected with what they're doing to try to sabotage you. Yeah, this could be a Queen of Swords as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A cold-hearted person. A cold-hearted person. Very cold. Cruel sometimes in their words, but also slick with it. Like, there's not a lot that this person is slick with, because if they were truly street smart and wise and intuitive, they would be in a better position in their life where they would not be depending on their manipulation of other people. Okay, but they are slick with their words, and they bring people down. They manipulate people with their words, and they change their course direction. That is something that they do. It's like word magic, okay? It's word manipulation, but magic can be either positive or negative, so it's very evil what they do, but they work with their words. Any other guidance regarding protection from this being that's trying to manipulate them? Yeah. Go within. It's funny here because you got the Hermit and the Baby Hermit. I call Four of Swords the Baby Hermit. So With Hermit being the major arcana, that's the main recommendation here. That's the main course that you, main course. This could have something to do with food or something. I don't know. Maybe you're a chef or you like to cook. Okay, that'll apply to somebody. But the main vibe that you should have with this being is Hermit. Keep your plans to yourself, but also don't allow them to put you in this Two of Swords. By not sharing what you're doing with them, you're automatically going to eliminate this confusion and indecision. Okay, look, yeah, because they're maintaining contact with this person and communication would result in a lot of heartache over a long period of time. So this could be something that maybe you feel is a tough boundary to set. It could be. Or this person might just be very persistent in their efforts. That's what I'm getting. It feels like they're trying to push their energy onto you. So going within and protecting yourself, and also protecting your mental energy, your thoughts, invoking protection over your thoughts and over your plans, and allowing yourself to visualize your path unfolding in just a really beautiful, successful way. That's key. Yeah, and you have the Chariot that leads to Ten of Pentacles. Stay focused, stay driven, and you will have the stability, the success, and the wealth, and the legacy. I'm seeing legacy here that you desire because it's meant for you. This person is just presenting an obstacle that will only make you stronger. I'm hearing that this will help you with setting boundaries, because that's something that you're going to need on your path. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to need to set boundaries with more people down the road. And so what you do in this situation will sort of like build your spiritual muscles so that when you come in contact with people down the road, or you experience situations down the road that put you to the test, you'll be like, oh, I know what to do now. I know what to do. You're going to know exactly what to do because this is practice. I also feel like you've had a lot of practice with this person, and they have been able to get their way. Spirit says that time is up. That cycle is done. They need to get out the way. I heard, whoa, get out the way, get out the way. Okay, Luda. Divine, what else is coming through for this beautiful being? Any guidance regarding this new path, or anything else that this beautiful being needs to know? Yin yang. I really feel like for some of you, it's either the balance within yourself, or this is a beautiful union or commitment. It could even be a business partner, but this is just about a beautiful balance in your life. Masculine and feminine energies, rest and action. Nice combination. I'll take that. Appreciation. Yeah. This is a path that you will appreciate as you allow yourself to appreciate it, because it's just that somebody wanted you bound and feeling guilty about it, or feeling uneasy, but it really is exactly what's meant for you. Okay. Oh, this deck. All right, Spirit. Coffee maker, awakening, energy, flow. Something crucial is brewing, set to stream into your future. And you know, coffee energetically, like in spiritual workings, it's it makes things happen quickly. It's an activator. Yeah. So something is going to happen very quickly here once you allow yourself to just experience it. Divine is saying just live. Just live your life. Live your life. Oh, ain't got no time for no haters. That's right. You ain't got no time for no haters. Because this is a whole hater right here. You know? Piggy bank. Restraint, willpower, and wealth. True riches lies not in accounts, but will that reigns in greed. Yeah, so this person is very greedy. And they've tried to dig their claws into you. Look, as my nails are in the camera. This person might have long nails, I don't know. Or dirty nails. I'm hearing dirty nails. I don't know. But they've tried to dig their claws into you. And this is what they care about. They see you as a source of wealth. But you see how this slipped down here? Dryer. Balance and enjoyment. Build a cycle of release. Feel fresh with a lighter heart. And that's what this change is meant to bring you, is like a new cycle. A cycle that's destined. Okay? Look, trash can. Release, restart, renew. Your hands can't hold new gifts while gripping old trash. Sometimes the kindest choice is to walk away. Yeah, and go into hermit mode. And then go experience exactly what is meant for you. Thank you, Spirit. And I'm getting this one too. This it's like astrology. Well, yeah, Pluto, rebirth, elimination, and transformation. This is kind of how I was seeing this person. I don't know, they might be an older woman. Could be, doesn't have to be. But Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands came through. But it's an ending to being controlled by this person. Yeah, Capricorn, hard work, dedication, and structure. You're graduating. This could also for some of you be where you're leaving home or you're leaving town. And it's like you feel like, oh, I'm growing up now. You are. You've graduated from one stage of life to another. And it's time for you to experience this change. And it's, you know, let's just take a moment to recognize that, yes, whoever this person is, they should be congratulating you and supporting you. But see, it's like those times where we don't get the support that we deserve from a person, that really does indicate that something big is happening in your life, because Divine is asking you to move beyond that. 3333 on the timer. You are going to collaborate and build with other beings that are aligned with divine energy and who just have positive intentions. Like, they might not be super spiritual, that's okay, but they're not bringing you harm. I'm seeing that you're going to come in contact with some people who want advice from you, and they're high vibe, so they're willing to share some positive things with you as well. I'm seeing that you're going to have brief encounters that are destined. So it could be somebody that you meet on the subway, or somebody that you meet on a bus if you travel by bus. Okay? I'm seeing long distance too. Train, airplane. Okay? Meeting somebody at the gym. But you're going to have a lot of brief encounters that are destined, where you catch wind of just the thing that you needed to know for your next project, or for something that you were looking for an answer to. And these things are going to happen in such a beautiful way because you're choosing to open up to the support of the universe. that really is going to be a huge source of support for you, the universe. Just you trusting that all is well and all is aligned. Which was like the first message of the reading. I feel like we're done. Anything else from this, Spirit? No. Okay. Okay. They said pull an Oshun card. Thank you, Divine. Oshun, manifesting birth. So you're birthing something. This is card 11. Manifestation, intention, and abundance. Okay. Some of you might be experiencing new life. You might be welcoming new life into the world. But if not, it's new life that's in a project or a commitment that you've made. Oh. Okay, Oshun of the Crossroads. Ooh, that might be the one. Ascension, transformation, and quantum leap. That's card 37. Also 10. 3 and 7 is 10. And card 17, Oshun of self-destruction, self-sabotage, destructive patterns, and caution. That, oh, and you know what? Okay, I'm so grateful that Mama Oshun brought this through, because I was getting a download earlier that there's somebody who wants you to slip back into old patterns and habits that would hold you back or that would impede your progress. They know that you have made such amazing progress with some of the changes that you've made, but instead of wishing success, continued success, they're hoping that you would slip back into old patterns where you would sabotage yourself, your health. That came through for this person, that they have sabotaged their health. So usually people who have created a mess for themselves and are narcissistic in any way, they typically wish that same energy on other people, which is just dirty and nasty and miserable. But just be aware of that. Okay? Just be aware of that. If this person invites you, let's say if you have given up drinking or you drink a lot less than you used to, and this person is like, let's go out, let's go get a couple drinks, or like, there are so many ways that you can bond with a person. Okay? And if they're only finding the one way that you have committed to no longer do that particular thing, 3737 on the timer, then they have a problem. And they're trying to keep you down. Don't let them. Also, what came through in this reading, and this is card 17, by the way, so you are the star, and they know it. But the way that it came through in this reading, that if there was any opportunity for self-sabotage, it would come through in not setting boundaries and maintaining boundaries with this controlling person. Okay, we're going to read card 37, Oshun of the Crossroads. You can connect with the Crossroads energy if you want to connect with a deity or a frequency for support. I work with Pombajira. There are so many that you can work with, but I love working with Pombajira. She's very special to me, okay? Hecate oversees the Crossroads. There are so many, okay? But do what resonates with you. Okay. All right, we've got card 37. And this is also Oshun's energy coming through for the Crossroads. Okay, so you can work with her as well. All right. That's so pretty. Okay. Let's get it. Let's do that. Use my arm muscles. Okay, ascension, transformation, and quantum leap. The mantra is, I always choose wisely. Initiation of peacocks. Listen closely. You stand at a crucial juncture. Make a decision. You've been wishy-washy long enough. Commit. The choices you make now are the choices that you've recently made, because that's what came through. Like, be confident about them, okay? The choices you make now will shape your destiny. No more wavering. No more indecision. You can't afford the luxury of stalling anymore. Stop hesitating. The divine is giving you a rare chance for change, but the clock is ticking. At this sacred crossroads, you balance on the threshold between your past self and your future potential. Each potential path reveals a unique chapter in the unfolding story of your life. Okay, and I'll read the healing ritual. At a chosen crossroads, physical or symbolic, conduct a decision-making ritual. Ground yourself and lay down small offerings such as honey or shiny copper coins at the center. Light 2 white candles for clarity. This is specifically for working with Mama Oshun. Write your dilemma on one piece of paper and place it between the candles. On separate small papers, write each potential choice or option. Arrange these choice papers in a circle around your central offerings. Meditate on each option, paying attention to your intuitive responses. Ask for guidance and choose the paper that feels most aligned. And it came through that you have already made your decision. Divine is just inviting you to be confident about it. So you could do the same ritual, but put the choice that you made on there. And you can affirm to yourself, I honor the choice that I've made. And I honor my destiny. Okay? Because it feels like what will assist you most here is increased confidence in what you've chosen to do. And that's really a beautiful energy to connect with, is Mama Oshun, because confidence is housed within the solar plexus, and that's where she resides. So you can connect with the sun's energy. You can feel the sun's rays on your face and say, I honor the choice that I've made. I am confident in what I have chosen to do, and I move forward confidently, manifesting my destiny. You know? And then you can visualize your destiny unfolding in the most beautiful way. Okay? Ashe, I love it. I love it. All right, beautiful being, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful that you did. I hope that this reading brought you some confidence. Thank you, Mama Oshun. Some clarity, insight, and good vibes. I love you. And I wish you peace, joy, and so many blessings. Take care.